Alright, I wanted to do an update on the collection because of some changes I have planned coming up for some of these knives. First of all, I still have my Canyon Trainer, full zippy inserts and weights. One of my least favorite knife I own. I just do not like the weight of the Canyon. Not much else to say there. Flips great, just like everybody else says, but just not my favorite. Then I got my Frank P. My absolutely, well, the only plastic belly that I've tried, but this one has been through absolutely everything. It has gotten ran over by a car, dropped off of 2 roofs, and had hundreds of drops on hardwood, concrete, gravel roads. You name it, it's gone through it. Today I was flipping it in a river. Of course, it dropped in the river several times. Somehow it's doing all this. The fact that it is, see, I just tightened it, but it is split straight through. And it still flips pretty much as good as it did. Cannot recommend it enough. I got my Ruin Trainer by Shattered Concepts. Personally, this one's just a little bit slit for my hands. Most aluminum bellies are, but this one especially so. That being said, it fans better than anything else in my entire collection. It's also a little bit special because it's serial number 1. Then also have a Speedflow channel Kraken Trainer. Like the last one, it's aluminum. For me and my personal preferences, it's a little bit slippery. I don't personally like aluminum that much, but this is just as good of a flipper as everyone always says it is, especially with the Speedflow, the speed channels in it. I had a Ghost Trainer Kraken that of course didn't have the speed channels in it, and it did not flip near as well as this. Then my last aluminum I have, the Shattered by Shattered Concepts. This one is serial number 4. The only 15 serial numbered ones that there are. This is my favorite aluminum balisong there is. Somehow Shattered got enough grip on an aluminum bally for me, which already puts it ahead of everything else. I believe it has to do with all these holes in it and the really deep grooves for the Shattered pattern. These aren't necessarily chamfered or anything. It's not sharp by any means. You can see there's no real rounding at the end of there, and it really gives you some good grip all the way around. On top of that, I prefer lightweight knives, and this one's only at like 3.6 ounces, I believe. And that is my absolute favorite weight on these. There is an issue on mine that one of these Zen pins slowly backs out. Then I'll have to push it back in. But Shattered's actually doing a recall. I'm going to be sending mine back with that to get it all fixed up. Now going to my titanium balisons. Start out with the Superfly. This is my beater, and it's the only one I have with tap. I personally have it with, run it with no weights. I do have a couple of 3D printed things in it that came with. But yeah, no weights. I like the balance best that way. I thought about anodizing it, but I just really like the looks of the raw titanium. But this thing has already gone through it in the short time that it's been my beater. Yeah. But it is a beautiful knife. I absolutely love how it catches the light while flipping it around. But I will end up talking more about this one when I do my video on how to choose your beater balisong, or the different, I shouldn't say how to choose, but the different ways you can go about choosing it. I will be going more in detail on that. Couple extra actually perfect condition Superfly handles that I got with that because I bought it used. They've never been used. Perfect condition. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them because I actually don't really like the looks of them as good, even though they feel a little bit better. Then here is the Rift by Shattered. If you can't tell, I really do like his products. But this is the first titanium Bally that I got, and it sits, with being titanium, at only 3.6, I believe, ounces. It flips a little weirdly. It has some uniqueness to it, but that's part of the charm and part of the reason I still love flipping this thing, even though a lot of the knives I have do flip better, like some of these aluminum ones, also the Superfly, do technically flip better, but the personality of this one just makes me always want to come back to it. And the grip on it is just absolutely insane. I love a ton of grip like this one has. This is serial number 7. Guess I could have been doing sound tests the whole time. Oh well. Then I have a Tottori. By far the absolute most comfortable balisong that I've ever flipped. Also one of my only 2 live blades, this one and the Kraken. But yeah, I believed for the longest time this would be my absolute top balisong, my main one. I'm not sure about that now. It is one of my 2 favorites to flip, but I keep on going back and forth on my 2 favorites on which one I like better. This one or that, and we'll get to the other one in a second. But this one's definitely more comfortable to flip. It's a bit short. Sorry, I keep hitting my phone. It's a bit short, but just it flips so good. Doesn't have much of a sound though when you're actually flipping it, which is a bit of a letdown compared to the sound of some of these I have. But I do have the lightweights in it. Flips fantastic and has, in my opinion, the most beautiful look of any Balisong. This blade on it is just perfect. Goes along with the lines that they have on here to go after the Tottori sand dunes perfectly. One thing I was surprised about this Balisong though is the weight of it. It's actually about 4 ounces, which I was expecting it to be quite a bit lighter than that, considering it is sandwich. Yeah, that's the Tottori. This one is number 14. The last one I have here is my Seraph. This one is 557. It is actually a false live. Has the milling lines on the blade, which I love. This right now has the light weights in it. I haven't tried the other weights because I got this used like a lot of these knives. And some of the screws are actually stripped. So I don't really want to take it apart and try a bunch of different weights out, since I already love the way it flips with the current weights in it. But something, even though it's not as comfortable as the Tottori, something about it just feels a little more right. Typically, when I'm flipping it and the sound, I just like a bit better. Might be due to how long my hands are. It just, the length of it feels really good, which is another thing I love about the Shattered is these things are almost identical in length. The handles are the same exact. The blade on the Seraph is barely shorter, or I mean longer. Sizing of the handles is just about the same. But of course, it's a Seraph. I don't really have anything else to say about it. Flips good. It's a Seraph. Everybody knows that. There you go. This is my current collection. Some of this is going to be changing. Some of these are actually going to be end up leaving my collection in the near future, near-ish future. But I'm not sure exactly which ones are going to be going yet. But I'm also going to have a video once those change. It'll probably be months from now. But at some point, when my collection changes a lot more again, I'll have another video going over those. All right. Well, I've rambled long enough about these. Yeah. My collection, September 2025.